Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback to start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And it's good for a first down with 36.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Runner with an impressive spin move there. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Trying to find some room. It's Hunter. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Good enough for first down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. We'll give it to the back. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Well, that's a good job of this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. When he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. They're going to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. From the shotgun, drops back, makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on this screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Bears lining up here on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Who makes the grab? He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running back has it on the screen now. It's a solid game to pick up the first down and what'll be likely the final play of this first quarter. The Bears come to the line with 1st and goal. And they go with a short shovel pass. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line. They're spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring, but more importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
2nd down and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Direct snap to the back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. Championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And they tack on the extra point. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he drops back in the gun. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Florida. No chance to catch it. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Checks this down to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He pulls in the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. Or it's snapped to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris. He gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Slides to avoid the big hit. To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The short completion to the tight end. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And the attempt is no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
They're backed up 2nd and long at the 19. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running with purpose. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pass complete on a crosser. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Gators offense retakes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and he can't haul it in. That's a crucial drop on a 3rd down play. Here comes 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Bears. Fought all the way back to take the lead.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on 3rd down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a 1st down to keep this drive alive.
That one moves the ball across the 40. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Throwing the football here on 3rd down and short. How about the defense? They were not fooled at all. Before the quarterback had a chance to read any coverage at all, he's on his back because of that pressure.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And the Gators look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They could create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. The Gators will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Gators will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Using his legs, it's Hunter. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Gators. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just have a...
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw again. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Bears will bring their punt team onto the field.
Oh, talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Florida offense retakes the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.